Dear Judge Lyman, as counsel for Wayfarer Studios LLC, Justin Baldoni, Jamie Heath, Steve Sarowitz, It Ends With Us Movie LLC, Melissa Nathan.
Robert Downey Jr. has always been known for surprising decisions in his career, but no one expected him to turn down a cameo from Ryan Reynolds, especially when it involved the wildly popular Deadpool franchise. Yet that's exactly what appears to have happened. Rumor has it that RDJ walked away from what could have been a high-profile reunion of Marvel legends. Even more startling is the chatter linking his refusal to the recent drama surrounding Justin Baldoni. The story goes that Ryan and Blake Lively tried to treat RDJ much the same way they allegedly sidelined Baldoni, and Robert wasn't having it. So why would one of Hollywood's most beloved actors, fresh off a 5-year break from the MCU, refuse?
Well, look, again, it's a work in progress. If I had figured it out, the world would look different.
A chance to play alongside the Merc with a mouth? And how exactly do Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively fit into all this? Let's dive into the tale, where power struggles, shocking rumors, and hidden motives weave together into a storyline straight out of a Hollywood thriller. But the real question is, did RDJ see something behind the scenes that pushed him to walk away for good? Let's find out. Ever since Ryan Reynolds reinvigorated the Deadpool brand, fans have practically begged for bigger crossovers. Whispers about Robert Downey Jr. appearing as Tony Stark in a cameo began floating around almost as soon as Deadpool 3 was announced. After all, Tony Stark exchanging banter with Wade Wilson would be an instant show stealer. Early drafts reportedly included a scene designed to spotlight RDJ in a memorable cameo. Some even claimed he would share screen time with Jon Favreau, blending comedic gold with Marvel nostalgia. But then, everything fell apart. Stories emerged that Ryan pulled out all the stops, phone calls, personal pitches, special script rewrites, only to get an unequivocal no from RDJ. Officially, the explanation was scheduling conflicts or secret Marvel projects. Unofficially, folks started linking it to the growing controversy around Ryan and his wife Blake Lively's alleged backstage maneuvering. The cameo that could have been a social media tsunami quietly faded into the background.
Justin says that Blake was determined to make him the real-life villain in her story because she wasn't doing well on the promo tour for the movie. It was very tone-deaf, her hair care line wasn't doing well.
Meanwhile, speculation about RDJ's true reasons only grew louder. People couldn't help but ask, was this simply a matter of conflicting calendars, or was there more at stake than anyone realized? It turns out, the cameo rejection may only be the tip of an iceberg that runs far deeper, one that includes industry rumors, personal grudges, and a staggering amount of behind-the-scenes drama. Ryan Reynolds, the sarcastic and self-deprecating actor the public knows from interviews and social media, typically projects an image of a charming Hollywood good guy. However, over the past few months, stories have begun to paint a more unsettling portrait. Everything from on-set interference to personal vendettas has been thrown into the mix, often pointing to a pattern of control. At the center of this unfolding drama is Justin Baldoni, known for his kind demeanor and philanthropic projects. Multiple sources claim Ryan deliberately sabotaged Baldoni's professional standing, crossing lines that even hardened industry insiders found shocking. According to allegations, Ryan not only inserted himself uninvited onto the set of a film project involving Blake and Justin, but also tried to influence the script and daily shots once he became uncomfortable with certain relationships forming. On set, a separate bombshell came from Candace Owens, who revealed that someone behind the scenes told her Ryan was the real instigator in a feud that's grown more complex by the day.
She was trying to sell booze while talking about domestic violence. Justin says the war between himself and Blake really started in May 2023 when they started shooting the movie.
From rumored blacklisting to high-level confrontations at major Hollywood events, the tales only got wilder. Fans who once adored Ryan's playful Twitter jabs began viewing his online persona with new suspicion. Suddenly, the whispers of controlling tendencies were no longer whispers. They were loud enough for other celebrities to chime in. As if the Baldoni situation weren't enough, more and more celebs started voicing concerns. Martha Stewart, known for her no-nonsense candor, surprised everyone by describing Ryan as less than pleasant in private, hinting that his public humor might mask a far more serious and perhaps less friendly nature. Her observation, though subtle, fueled theories that Ryan's good guy act is just that, an act. Then came TJ Miller, who had once been a part of the Deadpool franchise. He opened up about tense on-set moments, describing how Ryan apparently belittled him in front of cast and crew, as if driving home the point that Miller was merely a sidekick. Miller speculated that the massive success of Deadpool might have gone to Ryan's head, morphing him into someone who flexes his newfound power whenever it suits him. Morena Baccarin, celebrated as a strong female lead in the first Deadpool film, found her role dramatically reduced in the sequel. She insisted that she was still happy to be part of the universe, but insiders whispered a different story.
Asking for the gag order and explaining how he's talking too much, he's threatening to post stuff on public sites. So what I think is
one that suggests Ryan pushed her out when he preferred a different direction for the sequel's focus. And if these patterns persist, it seems Ryan isn't the only one making questionable moves in the power dynamics. Enter Blake Lively. For a long time, Blake Lively's image revolved around her fashion influence and a wholesome persona, but rumors now depict her as someone equally commanding. If Ryan is overshadowing fellow actors, some say Blake is no stranger to backstage maneuvering herself. The friction between her and Anna Kendrick while promoting A Simple Favor is a prime example. Sources point out that Anna Kendrick, a star with substantial box office success, logically should receive top billing. Yet promotional materials often gave Blake a strangely high or more prominent name placement. Officially, the studios claimed this was a design choice, but industry insiders whispered that Blake had requested top billing comparable to Anna. The real tension, they say, became evident when Anna avoided praising Blake in interviews, sidestepping questions about their relationship altogether. It doesn't end with marketing battles. Recent allegations suggest that, much like Ryan, Blake can use her influence to alter creative choices and stifle colleagues' contributions if she feels threatened or disagrees with specific directions. For those who once viewed Blake Lively as a purely affable personality, these new claims are jarring. Suddenly, the supposed perfect couple is at the center of a Hollywood rumor storm, and it's affecting more than just their public image. The days when big stars could quietly pressure coworkers or micromanage projects without repercussions are fading. Hollywood's long-standing culture of whispers is turning into open conversations.
This text from Blake Lively is insane. If you knew me in person longer, you'd have a sense of how flirty and yummy the ball busting would play.
With social media serving as a spotlight for every behind-the-scenes slip-up. As more individuals come forward, be they co-stars, production assistants, or even journalists, the old ways of burying scandal under layers of PR spin are losing their effectiveness. In the Reynolds-Lively saga, multiple allegations of controlling behavior have surfaced across different projects, suggesting this isn't a one-time conflict but a recurring pattern. And when enough people align their stories, the industry starts to pay serious attention. Some insiders believe we're seeing the beginning of a more transparent Hollywood, where reputations can tumble swiftly if they're built on intimidation. This environment may well be why Robert Downey Jr., a seasoned veteran who's bounced back from personal and professional hurdles in his past, took one look at the potential drama and decided to keep his distance. After all, RDJ has cultivated a reputation for positivity and teamwork in his major Marvel outings. Why risk tarnishing that by entangling himself with a couple caught up in swirling controversies? So, how exactly does this explain RDJ's cameo, refusal, and what else might have gone down behind closed doors? Robert Downey Jr. didn't just get up one morning and decide he didn't like Ryan Reynolds. It's more likely that the man behind Tony Stark, known for his meticulous career choices, weighed the pros and cons. Perhaps he did some quiet research, asked trusted colleagues about Ryan and Blake, and uncovered enough concerning details to walk away. It could be that RDJ sensed the storm brewing around the alleged Baldoni blackballing and didn't want his name anywhere near a potential meltdown. Another possibility is that he saw the controlling dynamic that others had faced and simply chose not to sign on. Given RDJ's storied past, where he had to rebuild his entire career after personal struggles, the last thing he needs is being locked in a chaotic environment where creative or personal conflicts overshadow the work itself.
He told us that Justin Baldoni claims she tried to take over his movie because she has a history of saying, okay, I'll be the star, but what I secretly want to do is direct it and edit it and produce it.
Even the official. Excuses, like scheduling conflicts and secret Marvel negotiations, might partially be true. However, in an industry where cameo deals and multi-film contracts are managed down to the minute, true scheduling nightmares are rare if all parties genuinely want something to happen. This leaves many observers concluding that RDJ's real. Motivation was something deeper, more personal, and directly tied to the swirling controversies around Ryan and Blake. With all that in mind, the final question becomes, what does this say about the future for Ryan, Blake, and potential Marvel? Crossovers? The story of Robert Downey Jr. rejecting Ryan Reynolds' cameo offer is more than just a casting footnote. It's a revealing episode in a larger saga of power plays and hidden conflicts. From Justin Baldoni's claims of sabotage to Martha, Stewart's veiled jabs, the mounting evidence suggests that Hollywood's golden couple might not be as wholesome as they appear. Ironically, their collective star power might be the very thing that turns people away, as co-workers and industry players grow wary of being overshadowed or undermined. In this fast-changing era, it only takes a few bold voices to expose questionable behavior. Robert Downey Jr. may not be the first to say no to working with Ryan and Blake, but his refusal resonates loudest. If one of Hollywood's most bankable and beloved talents deems a project too risky or drama-filled, it raises serious concerns for anyone else considering similar collaborations. Of course, the final chapter is far from written. Ryan Reynolds remains a massive box office draw, and Blake Lively still garners significant attention. For many fans, the real shock comes in realizing their favorite stars might operate very differently behind the scenes.
In Blake's first amended complaint, Blake changed what she alleges about what happened while filming the slow dance scene, now that the footage has been released for everyone to see.
Some will dismiss these allegations as mere rumor or envy. Others will see them as proof of a pattern. Either way, the conversation is getting louder. As it stands, RDJ's decision underscores a critical shift in Hollywood's power dynamics. Nobody wants to be collateral, damage in a feud, and it appears Robert Downey Jr. made sure he wouldn't be. Now, audiences and insiders alike are left wondering, will anyone else stand up to the alleged tactics of Blake and Ryan? Or is this just the beginning of their Hollywood reckoning? By the time you finish this story, one thing becomes clear. Where there's smoke, there's usually fire. The fact that so many people, Candace Owens, Martha Stewart, Morena Baccarin, TJ Miller, and possibly RDJ, are chiming in suggests deeper currents. Only time will tell if Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively address these claims directly or simply move forward under the spotlight they've both grown used to. For now, Robert Downey Jr.'s no speaks volumes, and it might echo across Hollywood for a long time to come.